Morning all, we're on bright and early this morning. I've got quite a lot to be getting on with. First thing I'm going to do is make sure the sound's okay. About the last 3 streams, I've been cocking it up one way or the other. So I'm going to go into YouTube, reseller channel. I'm not hearing anything. This isn't good. Oh, it's because this isn't plugged in. Or it's plugged in over here. This is where I need someone watching. I'm not even sure that's working. Oh my God. Is it working? The mic, I've just muted it. Well, it seems to be okay. We've got one person watching. Perhaps you can tell me whether it is working, Simon. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Or am I going to have to sign again? Everything says I'm on the road, Mike. But I did this last week. And, you know, it got me. I was about 3 minutes in and someone said, we can't hear you. Oh, brilliant. We are loud and clear. So hopefully we get a few in. Right, let's shut down my YouTube channel. Don't want to watch my own videos, God knows. Thank you. So yeah, something a little bit different. I picked up a load of records at the weekend. I went to the boot fair wanting to refill my stocks of clothing and everything. And I thought, I'll show Simon, the big clothing reseller. We will show him. I did get a few fleeces, but it was all a bit kind of like, oh, I'm not finding the brands. There's nothing here. What a crap boot fair this is. But I got 2 super dry fleeces, which I kind of thought were a bit meh, but they were a few quid. You know, fluffy Sherpa type fleece things. So one of them, is that the other one? No. This is I need a bit of a wash. I feel a bit kind of hard, a bit kind of brittle. So that's a super dry Polartec, which may, I don't know, 20 quid maybe. We will see. And a brand I've never heard of, but I quite like the feel of the Sherpa. Escapist with an E on the end. Escapist. Small size. Oh, I didn't see that. And large size for him and her. So escapist. So again, only a few quid. So I got those clothes-wise, and I was going around the boot fair going, oh, I'm not seeing those boxed N64s I want to see. And, you know, this is a bit of a traipse around the boot fair. All of a sudden, one of the traders up the side, he lured me in with his Le Creuset with a dodgy handle, and it had a camera, and there was an SD card reader, like one of these, where you can put multiple types of SD card in. I thought, well, I'll have that. That's always handy for a spare. And then he had loads of records. And when I say loads, I mean about 50. There's about 50 in here. And I had a look at them, and I spotted Print Sign of the Times. I spotted, what else did I spot? Madonna Like a Virgin, and a few others. And I thought, I'm having those. Let's see if I can make him an offer. And I made him an offer, and he told me a price, and I went a bit lower, and we went in the middle, and I ran away, and I was very, very happy. Now, records are the sort of things I have bought. I've never bought a big amount like that. I've bought odd ones where they've been cheap. So I remember I bought a George Harrison LP for 50p. I think I sold it for about 12 or 15 quid. What else have I sold? I've bought like just little things where I've seen them cheap. So I got like the Now album. So I've got all my records down there. And the thing is, I buy the records and never get to listen them because I kind of, even though I have sent one, I'm not in the process of having my head around how do you pack a record. So I was, of course, on the Brum reseller, this morning and like how he packs records. I did have a look at Nick as well, because I'm sure he sold a few Erasure records, what he has done. But I think I think I'll be all right, because all I need to do, I did think about getting some boxes, but I've got plenty of cardboard. So I'm thinking, so I get loads of, crisp packet boxes, the ones that newsagents have. So, when you buy your Monster Munch, they will come in a fairly decent sized box. I use them for consoles and things. That is single wall cardboard. But what I'm planning to do with this is do single walled and then outer of double walled, or I might do 3 single walled. So it will just be cutting. It's this sort of stuff here. So I use it for everything. I'm using this too because my blind fell down. So it's hard stuff. So I think as long as I've got those 3 lots of layers of cardboard, I don't know whether to bubble wrap. I only have big bubble wrap. And bubble wrap, I'm always like, well, if you've got something quite hard and edgy, bubble wrap really doesn't make a whole lot of difference. But this would be the ideal case for maybe a small bubble wrap. But anyway, I'm going to get on today. The reason I'm on early bird, is because I want to plough through, show you what I've got, and get some sort of idea of price. I'm going to use eBay as I was thinking, do I look on Discogs? Do I do all of that sort of thing? But I'm just going to plough through eBay. So I'm going to do probably a couple of hours. I'm going to bore the pants off everyone. But I do want to know what you're all up to. Are you listing? Are you packing? Done a bit of packing this morning. I've walked the dog. He went mental. Some other dogs, a squirrel, a cat. We didn't see a fox. I've done some exercise. I'm there. I'm on top of things. So let me know what you're up to. Thank you for joining. We have 5 in, early birds. Of course, Simon's probably been up since 6. And it's dark in the morning now. My alarm goes off at 6, but I kind of drag myself up, and I'm getting going by about 7. And I'm thinking, Simon's done an hour's work. He's got his 15 things on. Hello, Chris. Good to see you. Hello, Peter Ray. Yes, you didn't do the boot fair. Yes, you're catching the lurgy from the eBay Open, which looked very good. I've been catching up on quite a few videos. And what I take away from the videos is it was great for everyone to go up. And it was a kind of YouTube resellers meetup. eBay will now refund you if your item eventually gets delivered and someone has raised a did not arrive request, and you've refunded. And the final thing that I picked up about the eBay Open was John Shepherd's all right, really. He's all right. I mean, I don't know the guy, but I'm sure he's all right. I'm sure everyone's all right. Which was nice to hear. So yes, hello Fluffy, happy Monday. Listing is packed up and ready to go. I love the one thing I do love about the clothing is the packing. I love it. Absolutely wonderful. What have I sold today? What are my orders going out? Let's give you a little. So I bought a printer that didn't work for like £1 or £2. I've sold the printer for $6.99. I've sold the tape. This is one of those thermal label printers. The tape that came with it for $5.99, and I've still got the plug, and that's on for a tenner. So overall, in parts, that's going to sell for 22 quid. I couldn't sell the whole thing for more than that. I've sold some Gravitax parts. Again, I bought that for 3 quid. And I've sold the boards for $10.99. It's brilliant. I've really parted out a lot of stuff. So I sold some runs of it for, I think, about 7 quid. The little stacks have gone for a tenner, and the boards have gone for $10.99. That's more than I could sell the whole box for, and it's such a pain, the box. A Walkman's gone for £44. I haven't got to any clothes yet. Here am I saying, clothes I've been selling. Pair of Metcon trainers that have been hanging around for ages. I've got them out. They smell a bit fusty. So I gave them a spray of my rhubarb antibacterial, and then they just stunk of fust and rhubarb, which is nice. So I've rubbed a load of bicarb in on them and stuck them out in the garden. Try and get a bit of sunshine on them. Got to go by today. Bloody hell. Don't smell of fust. I might stick them in the box and send them like that, because the thought of sending them all wrapped, we'll see how we go. Diesel jeans, Converse platform trainers, Xbox memory. I had £240 sale, which was very nice. McLaren Racing t-shirt, £20. Levi, what's it called? A pearl snap. Pair of jeans, pair of super dry. Yeah, it's been like a mixture. I say like 50-50 of clothes and other stuff. And like I said, since I've been back on the clothes, it has really given me a baseline. So I'm not totally on clothes, but I'm on clothes, and that's a nice little thing. You know, that will fit in a shoebox, sort of. You know, that's when I'm sourcing. In no way I would look at a video recorder, or I might look at a boxed Xbox or a console. But if it's like, I know I can sell that and I know that's going to do well, the fact that I've got a load of clothing is all right. Now, it was disappointing when I went charity shopping the other day, as you probably saw, if you may have seen in my video. I only had one comment on it. If you did watch, please do leave me a comment. Any old stuff put on there. But I'm going to try again. No point being down about it. There's something going around. Yeah, probably. Hope you get well soon, Pete. I really do. I want to see you out of those boot fairs. He's had 70 orders. Yeah, it can knack you out. Hopefully, the majority of those will just be stick it in a poly bag, put a label on it, stick your card in. I don't do the cards, but maybe I should. Morning, Mark. Hope you're well. Yes, Ultimate Electronics. Oh dear, oh dear. I hope they're small. I hope they're small electronics. I hope it's a little Walkman or something. I've got all my... I have small parcel boxes. I've got hundreds of them all ready for that sort of thing. Right, let's get on. Who wants to see some vinyl? A morning, Pete, and all. Hello, Babs. I probably did actually. I'll probably not in Sevenoaks. I don't go that far, and Tunbridge Wells. But those ones I was saying on the stream, those ones I used to work for Canon and Oxted, and all of those kind of ones are ones I've been going to for like 30 years. And but I remember getting the Brake Machine album. It was 99p, getting the Brake Machine album down in Oxted. But they used to do training down there. Does anyone like? Do you know what? Does anybody like the Human League? I was going to do that and say, does anybody know that reference? Does anybody like the Human League? And then you've got to. Have you got to kick? Vivian's got to kick the record player in, and then you've got to sit on the huge sandwich and go, "Oh, what's this?" Oh. Anyway, young ones references. I could go on and on and on. Simon, we should do a joint. I did, it's crossed my mind. Maybe we should do a joint sourcing trip. But how would that be? You go into a source together, go into a charity shop together, and like. It's going to be a bit frustrating, and you'd only have half the stuff available, which will be a bit strange. Perhaps you could alternate between, right, you do the women's and I'll do the men's first, and then we swap, and then I'll do the women's and you do the men's. But I don't do a lot of women's, although I did get some women's clothing when I was out because I was desperate. But it'd be interesting. I used to like kind of sourcing with Liz. Haven't done that for a while, but yes. Obviously, you beat me hands down, but it'd be a nice day out anyway. It would be a nice day out. Perhaps you could show me around Tunbridge Wells and Sevenoaks, because I don't get that far. I don't go that far. I do. I have probably about 3 or 4 area. I mean, it's my local area, but it's like pretty, not great. That is the one I prefer. Other side of Croydon. I mean, I've done Orpington, and I know you've done Orpington. I didn't like Orpington. I bought was it the YMCA in Orpington? I bought a long North Face coat, and I had it up for 30 quid, and I've got it on for like 60. And I said, "Is there any chance in?" Oh, no, it was so rude in there, and it really put my nose out of joint. And there's a lot of charity shops there. You have to park in this like Tesco's, I think, which I found it all a bit stressful. But I did find 2 vintage Furbies there, which I bought for a tenner and sold for about 70 or 80. It was like random kind of money made, not like, oh, I'm finding Musto on the shelf or Foulraven. Talking of Foulraven, it's there. I'll show you this. We will get onto the records. Lately I've been inundated with Foulraven bags. So last week I had one with a pink strap with a hole in. I've had one before, which I was wondering, is it fake because it didn't have this Swedish flag. And before that, I got one from a boot sale, which did sell. It sold for about 20 something quid. But when I picked that up at the boot sale, I was going around with it, and I met another bloke who also had a Foulraven bag. So it's like 2 Foulraven bags, appear in one day. And the first one I bought for 3 quid, and I said to the guy, "Oh, how much are you selling yours for?" And he said 15 quid. So I'm selling it for 15 quid. It's Swedish. I'm selling it for 15 quid. I was like, "Oh, well, I've just bought one for 3 quid. It's probably a fake." And so I said, "Well, I don't think so." And I showed him it. Anyway, who was at the boot fair yesterday? But the same man with his Foulraven bag. How much did I pay for the Kraken, for the Kanken, sorry? How much did I pay for this Foulraven, which originally the guy wanted 15 quid for? I mean, it might still be worth it. And he was there saying, they cost £75 to buy it. It cost 75. I'm like, yeah, but I'm not going to buy it for £75. Why are you telling me this? We are at a boot fair, and you had this 2 months ago here in this very field. So, that's what I was. That was the one. That was the figure in my head. It was actually he wanted a tenner. And then I got it for 7. I thought, yeah, well, we'll make money. I checked it didn't have a hole in it. I sold 2 records this week. How do you pack them? I'm going triple cardboard on it. I think that would be enough. Probably double's enough, but triple do me. You've seen the Human League? Yes. Well, we're all getting old. Cardiacs. I'm sure I know some of their songs, but it's not a band I've really been into. I did really enjoy Car Boot Chris's podcast with Steve Brano, because Steve Brano, obviously Chris has known him for years, and he used to watch me quite a bit, and I'm a big Echo and the Bunnymen fan, and I just found it fascinating. And he's into Star Wars, and he likes his Bionic Man, but he just seems so mellow. And I've never seen him sort of on YouTube, so only through watching sort of Bunnymen stuff. It's like a shadow in the background. So I really enjoyed that. I sat down. It was an hour and a half long. I sat down and watched that in the evening. Yes, Neil, dear Mr. Echo. May the seed of your loin be fruitful in the belly of your woman. Give us some more money, etc., etc. So that was really, really good to watch that, and I'm hoping to go and see them. They're doing a tour next year, and I don't get to see a lot of bands really. This last year has been kind of running around for other people. So I'm really looking forward to sort of just doing something a bit for myself. It was really nice going sourcing last week, because I just felt I was doing something for me. Running around doing stuff for the kids, doing stuff for my mum and dad. And last time they were touring, I don't know if it was last time, but Steve got me like guest list tickets, and I was really looking forward to it. And then, my dad got ill and I couldn't go, and I was really kind of like, I was really sad about that. So I'm hoping to go this. I think it's March. I had a little advert come up. Need to do something for me. So yeah, it was fantastic. I really enjoyed it. Chris does some great stuff. Right, let's get on. I'm sitting here all day gas bagging. Let's get on. I'll finish my tea before it gets cold. Hang on. So I might be in for the longer way. It could be a couple of hours. Bore the pants off you. But I'm just showing you what I got. And trying to get a price on it. Right. And I just do want a little check. I've got a feeling they're all brilliant condition, but I do need to have a little look. I better sell them quick before I muck them up. So all the inserts. E Street brand, a band has probably got little Stephen in it. Steve Van Sant. It's a double album. I mean, it's so tempting to keep some of this stuff, but I'm not going to. I mean, some of the Prince, there's a couple of Prince albums out. There's Purple Rain. I was hoping there might be a whole load of Prince. Purple Rain, which I think I've already got on vinyl. Again, would have got that like at the time, I think. And Sign of the Times I've got on CD. I would have bought that at the time. So these probably, owe me like £1 each or something, around about that. It was so how much is? Let's have a look at the actual vinyl quality. Tell me what bands you're into, what bands you like. I know Simon. I think he's a bit of a metaler. Simon's a bit of a metaler. Oh, it's gorgeous condition. It's just gorgeous. These haven't been left on your student floor. There's a tiny bit of red, tiny bit there, but pretty much okay. Right, Brucey baby. This could be like I've got about 50 lots of. There's some which will be worth nothing. Like I think there is. Well, I'll show you in a minute. There's a band called. What is it? I can't remember. Kashmir. I'm just thinking of Kashmir jumpers. Vinyl LP. How quickly can I do this? I kind of want to do it fairly quickly. Okay, vinyl LP, sold items, item location UK, condition, used. And well, double LP 12-inch album. So 1350. That's a bit disappointing. I thought it'd be more than that. And that's free postage. But we will. $14.99 free delivery, first press. Got no idea whether it's the first press or not. I don't quite know how you tell. Let's stick it on Buy It Nows. If anyone's got any experience, right? Like I say, I was really hoping Brum might be kind of watching. I mean, you kind of think, oh, this could be worth like hundreds, but like I say, I've got no clue on vinyl. But if it's worth more than £1, I'm laughing. I'm thinking it's around 15 quid, looking at it, with delivery. We'll try it with delivery. So I'm just trying to get an idea on price. Go through, get an idea, make a start on it. I don't want them sitting around. And this might be a good springboard to get the rest of the vinyl on. All that vinyl off. It might get me kind of interested in another little niche. I mean, I'm not an expert on records and stuff, but I like it. So yeah. So $14.99 with a $3.99 postage. that's kind of there or thereabouts, I think. And we'll move on to the next one. Yeah, $3.99 postage. We'll save that for later. Morning, Rosie. Good to see you. I had a GSP sale that's gone wrong and had item not received just opened. It's eventually arrived in the destination country, but the GSP just tracking unable to deliver and returning to sender. Well, okay, I'll read on. Has something changed? I've never had a gone wrong GSP. Sale returned to me by Pitney Bowes. I doubt it's going to get back to you, although you may correct me and say it has already. The only one I can tell you about I had like that was the Sylvanian family's Regency Hotel, the big bugger. And after it had been sent, the woman said, I don't want it anymore. And I said, well, you can't really do that. And then she said, well, I'm just going to refuse it. So she just refused it. So the postman came up to her door and said, here's your big parcel. And she said, no, je ne regrette rien. I don't want it. Je ne veux pas, you know. And then I could track it. And it was like, it went to Calais or Boulogne and then over to Dover. And then it ended up somewhere in Leicester or somewhere. And then disappeared. And I thought, well, that's gone back to Pitney Bowes and gone for an auction or gone to be burnt or whatever. So it didn't get back to me and it won't get back to you. But eBay should refund you. So, and yes, that is down to the buyer just not being around. You know, it's covered, isn't it? It's covered. Okay. Human League, Hysteria. This is just going to be going through them like this. I mean, maybe this will be the same sort of price. Might be a tenner, might be a fiver. I don't really know. I don't know the sort of best way of selling this stuff. Human League Hysteria vinyl LP in the UK. Condition is used. Buy it nows and solds. And I wish to, in God's name, that I could lock this stuff. A4 1984 vinyl is near mint, stunning. 1999 plus postage, stunning, near mint. I'm a bit hesitant. It's very good though. I mean, it's crispy, lovely. You know, it's lovely, jubbly. I'm going to start off with a 1999 plus postage because one has sold for that. A couple have sold for 1999 free. But like I say, it's just getting something on and seeing where we can go. Yeah, tell me what you're up to, everyone. Simon is listing. In excess. Sometimes I kick. Sometimes I think I may have already damaged this one. I put it back in that big plastic box I just showed you, and it's got some little dividers in. I think I may have done that. There's a Cure Young Ones quote. I can't remember. A Cure. I can't remember a Cure Young Ones quote. I have to think on that one. Can you give me some context? Di listed all his 80s vinyls, LPs, guitar, all indie, my sort of stuff. Got over £80 for a Cure, plus £40 for a Radiohead. Yeah, I've got a lot of Cure stuff. Disintegration is obviously the best album that's ever been made. Yeah, it was interesting to listen to Steve-O talk about the Bunnymen and what his favourite track was, which was The Back of Love, which I thought was a kind of random one. I always thought The Back of Love has some songs by bands you link with other songs by them. So I always link The Back of Love with The Cutter. And I was trying to think why. Back of Love, it's got that kind of it's like a psycho bit with strings. But But I think I kind of associate it with the cutter because I think the cutter might have been after it on Songs to Learn and Sing. I couldn't quite remember. But it's weird when you think about, like, what is your favourite song? Because I tend to have, like, albums I like and regard as classic albums. So, I mean, favourite Echo and the Bunnymen song, I don't know. It could be like I love Bring on the Dancing Horses. I think that's amazing. I think that's so kind of, when I watch a video of that, it's really weird. It always makes me quite sad. Because it's got the old drummer who died in a motorbike crash, and sort of seeing all that, even though I never knew him. It's really weird. It's the Whitney Houston effect, I think. But in regard to what I like I have albums like the Echo and the Bunnymen, the fourth album, I regard as just such a complete album, which is the grey one with them all on the cover. And there's other albums which I just sort of see as really good, complete albums. Abbey Road would be like a classic example. Red Hot Chili Peppers, that album with Blood Sugar Sex Magic, that album, I always saw that as such, like, you listen to the album, you're like, oh, you know, that is, I've been through, I don't want to say the J word, but I've been through a journey there. Hands of Love, Kate Bush, you know, and then there are albums which just seem to be a collection of songs. Disintegration, obviously. But yeah, I know a lot of people say Ocean Rain with the Bunnymen. They just love Ocean Rain. And I kind of regard like Ocean Rain and some of the later stuff is a bit like The Cure, you know, doing all the early pornography stuff and the Three Imaginary Boys, and then going on doing Head in the Door and Kiss Me, Kiss Me. So it's sort of like that, bit more of a accessible for the later albums. But yes, yes, very. I'll be with you on that one. And one of my favourite Smith songs is "Miserable Lie," and I watched a live version of that not too long ago. I love that song just for the change it has. It's brilliant. And Reel Around the Fountain, and the organ in Reel Around the Fountain. I have seen an Ian McCulloch interview when he sort of moans about Morrissey and says what a bit of an idiot he is. And I don't think he has turned into a bit of an idiot, but still love him for what he did back in the day. Right, In Excess Kick. I'm waffling again. Do excuse my waffling. We're probably like, get on with the vinyl. We want to see this. We want to see the Kashmir album. In Excess Kick, vinyl LP. So this, I did quickly look at this yesterday after I realised I'd made a little rip in it. I will be doing a car boot haul. I'll do a back from the boot fair. I haven't done one of those in a while, where I will show some of these vinyl. So 12.85, 16.13 plus postage, 17.84, 19.99 free. I think I'll go 14.99 with postage. I don't know all this LP, VG plus, X plus, A1, B1. I'm going to have to look at vinyl grading. I wouldn't really know. Yeah, tell me your favourite albums, everyone. Right, should we do some ones that maybe are not worth so much? A 12-inch of Stevie Wonder. So some of these might be like £2-3 and they just go in the record collection, I guess, if they're not worth selling. But hopefully the majority of them will be 15 to 20 each. Maybe the occasional one might be worth a bit more. Like I say, I didn't check every single one when I bought them. It was a kind of, let's get this and get it in the back of the car. Why have I put LP? It's a 12-inch. Oh, 11.99. It's from the woman in red, apparently. Yes, it is. It says it on there. 11.99 plus postage from Raven Records. And there's another one for £4.79 free delivery. That's a 7-inch single. Well, 11.99. Want to muck about? We'll do that. It's more than I was expecting. So yeah, I'm going to have to get a template, a standard template. I'll probably look at Brum's eBay shop and see how he goes about it. It will be artist, title, format. So Stevie Wonder, Love Light, In Flight, 12-inch vinyl, or vinyl 12-inch, something like that. Right. Eugene Wilde. Never heard of him. This is an album. I don't know if it's self-titled. It's obviously a little bit into his soul. Self-titled it is. It doesn't look like it's going to sell for a lot of money, but that's all right. Eugene Wilde. How many have we got? Any that have sold? There's one, £4.49. Fourth and Broadway. Is that a song on here? What does Fourth and Broadway mean? Oh, it's the record label. Oh, it went on an offer. Well, I don't particularly want it, so I'm going to put it was up for £4.49 with £4.40 postage, and went on an offer. So I'll try £4.99 with £3.99 postage. I can see that not going, but you know, I knew that would happen. Let's just plough through. I mean, like I say, if it sells for a £5, that's kind of okay. Like I say, average price on these would be about £1. So, Ain't Nobody by Rufus and Chaka Khan. Ain't nobody. Right. Chaka Khan. I'll just put Chaka Khan. Ain't Nobody. 12-inch vinyl. Sold. I've got Disintegration on CD. So I would have bought, I mean, that was released 89, I think. That's when I was buying CDs. Wish I'd got it on vinyl. Okay, that is sold. That is UK. That is used. And that is buy it now. There's a load up with a remix. Oh, there's one, £5.99. Very good condition. £14.99 with postage. 1984 3-track. Oh, that's a bit more like it. Well, let's Rufus and Chaka Khan. Let's do that one. £14.99 with £3.99 postage. That's exactly what I would put it on at. A little bit optimistic, but we'll see what the interest is. Like I say, I haven't got a feel for vinyl really, having only sold a few vinyl items. Give me a ZX Spectrum any day. Roachford Cuddly Toy. X-rated acid toy mix. Side 2 Cuddly Toy. So I've got a few 12 inches coming up. There we go. Oh, look, slightly different cover. This looks like it is a remix. Yeah, X-rated acid toy mix. So again, I'm going to have to put it on sold and do all my filters. Buy a pack of cardboard vinyl mailers for cheap. Well, I did see not Steve. I did see John using the vinyl mailers, and they just look like, cardboard, sturdy cardboard, single layer things. I'd rather just cut. I mean, it's no problem to me to cut a 13-inch square bit of cardboard from a crisp packet box. It takes me 2 seconds. But yeah, thank you, Mark. Thank you, Mark. It's very obviously would be worth more, but I'm sure there are some collectible bits in here. But thank you for your contribution. Probably, but I'm not doing that. But yeah, I might give that a go. We'll see how laborious this all is first. I mean, it looks like they do sell. I mean, all of the things I'm looking up are sold prices. I say that, and this one hasn't got a sold on it. Just the original cuddly toy, so not the remix version. Do you remember when they probably still do it? They used to bring out like Paul Hardcastle's 19 had about loads of different remix versions on it. So I'm going to copy this. The one that's up that hasn't sold is up for $16.92. I'll do sell similar and put like $11.99 on it. That'll be £1. I might do $10.99. I mean, what goes through my head is who wants a roach for 12-inch. I can't imagine there's a lot of demand. Let's do one of the more interesting ones. So, Prince, Sign of the Times. Brilliant album. Ballad of Dorothy Parker. Yes, sirree, Bob. Oh, it looks wonderful. This I wouldn't mind keeping, but I'm not going to. This, I hope, has some value. 1987, I guess it would be. Yes, it is. LP vinyl. Come on. I'm thinking it's got to be like above 20. UK solds. I'm sure like I'm using CEX a lot for my media prices. So I did think about going into Discogs and looking up prices. Buy it now. £21.48, so maybe not as I thought it would be more than that. I thought it would be a lot more collectible than that, but it is what it is. Oh, it's a Spanish double album, vinyl LP 1987 WX88, which is exactly what this is. 21.48. Are there other inserts in this? I've got a feeling there are. But I can't see anything. I'm going to have a quick look at that. So tempted to keep this one. No, just right, the inner sleeves. £22.49 free post. Let's stick in WX88 on the search and sorted by highest price. Shouldn't be doing that. £35. And then 21.48. I might try. I mean, it seems to be a jump between 21.48 and then this £35. I might stick on for 30 quid because I wouldn't mind if it doesn't sell. I mean, it's Christmas, but if it doesn't sell, I'll have that any day of the week. Okay, moving on. Go West. The Go West album. We close our eyes. This, I think, will be not very much. Who's into Go Village? Why is it giving me Village People? Oh, because it's Go West, the song. Okay, I understand. I just find it fascinating going through someone. This is obviously someone's record collection. Where's the sold filter gone? There it is, right at the bottom. Item location UK, condition used. $5.99. That's what we'll do. $5.99 and move on. We'll save that for later. Sade, bit of sad. Diamond Life. Smooth operator. Smooth operator. Ghost to ghost. Yeah, scanning this would be a lot quicker. But there we go. We get to discuss each one. Get to actually hold it. This is a good thing about LPs. Mm-hmm. $13.99 on bids. On the buy it nows. Excellent condition. Again, these are all in excellent condition. Someone has looked after these. I used to play my records to death. They put in 16.26. I'll go 14.99. 3.99 postage. Yeah, the only one with the problem was that in excess one, which was unfortunate. But there we go. There we go. I mean, if these can average a tenner, and I have bought them. I mean, the first few we've got 15s and 20s there, but say they, looking on the less optimistic side, so even if they go for a tenner on average each, I bought them for £1 each. So you cannot go wrong. Lionel, what's this album called? Is this self-titled? I think it is. Richie Without a T. There it is. Quick look on the solds. Quick look on the UKs and the used. We have 7 that have sold. One, not very much money. Okay. Near mint. One has sold for 16, which seems to be like a bit random. But £6.50, £6.50. Yeah. They don't look in great condition though. This is in good condition. I mean, if I sell a couple of, if I sell 3 at 20 quid. Three of these albums, 3 out of the 50. I've made my money back. You know, that is to be lapping up the gravy soon into a haul is what you want. What else we got? Let's do this one. I'm going all over the shop here. Diddly-ding, diddly-ding, big love. Fleetwood Mac. I think my mum and dad had this. Probably on tape. Tango in the Night is bigger. So this is probably mid-80s. 87-ish, I would have thought. 87, 88. Looking out for love. UK sold. Okay, not too much condition used by nows. 14 quid. Record 2017. It's re-release. 87.14 free delivery. N1 25 quid. $14.50, $29.95. It's a bit all over the place, this one. Let's try 20 quid and see how we go. Hi, Simon. Good to see you. Hope you're well. We're going through a load of vinyl. As a budding bedroom DJ in my youth, I have an excellent record collection, but I properly abused all my records the same with me. Well, I wasn't a DJ anyway. And they're all filthy and scratchy and worse. Yeah. It's a bit like my Star Wars figures as well. I definitely played with condition. We'll try 1999 on that one. Save for later. Right. I've had too much tea this morning. I'm going to pop to the loo and then we'll crack on with the rest of this. Keep yourselves amused. Won't be long. Sitting here with my legs crossed. Disaster. That's what you get for having 3 cups of tea in the morning. Oh, lordy. Yes, Neil, have you got any good auctions going out? Any valuable cameras going out? Let us know. Moving on to Madonna, who's at the Chelsea game apparently at the weekend. She looks a bit different to how she looked there, doesn't she, these days? So this is the album. And how much we got on this? We are going to go for bins. It's around. There's one sold for $12.50. One sold for $29.79. Tempting to put it up for that price. One sold poor condition, so it's not poor condition. It's excellent condition. The reissue. I was tempted to put it up for $29.79. I might try $27.99. Again, you know, this really is a toe in the water, a lot of these. Oh, white vinyl. Oh, not white vinyl. Okay, I don't think it's white vinyl. Look at that. Isn't it lovely? No, it's not white vinyl. Okay. In that case, I think 15 and see what we put it up the flagpole and see how it flies. We will see. Neil's being very cagey about his auctions, or he's gone off to do something a little more interesting instead. Right, moving on. There's more Lionel Richie there. Oh, there's a classic. Has this got Through the Barricades on it? No. I'll Fly for You. Only When You Leave. I don't know any of the others. Is it a gatefold? Oh, yes, it is. I've got a feeling I remember that poster being in Smash Hits. But there they are. Tony Hadley looking the other way. It was a sign of things to come. I would imagine this is between 5 and 10, but we shall see. Maybe the Spandaus are out there wanting a copy of Parade. It's called Parade, the same as Prince album, LP vinyl. Okay, let's have a look at solds on this. I'm going to enjoy selling these just for the experience of selling like 50 loads of vinyl. So, you know, I'm not like, oh, it's got to be worth a tenner. Oh, it's got to be worth 15. It's just like, let's get it sold to see what it does. That's what I'm interested in. Let's just purely doing it for the experience. And of course, a bit of money as well. You know, I wouldn't have bought these if these had been like a tenner each or a fiver each, but seeing as I snaffled them up, yes, we will go for it. So buy it nows. Yeah, it's cheap. First press gatefold. So there's two on there. £1.26, £2.22 is hardly worth having. But then there's a gatefold one, which is his gatefold for £10.90, £10.77. Another gatefold for £2.17. So it's up and down like a blooming yo-yo. And then there's a Japanese one. So, you know, gatefold plus merchandise insert. What is this? There's a little bit of paper in here. I'll get this out very carefully. There is a merchandise insert. Can you believe that? So, as it's got exactly that. Again, it's got a little bit of a rip in it as well. A little bit of a rip in the cover. It's from putting it in this thing with the dividers. I will try $9.99 on that. Look, I'll just show you this rip. This is unfortunate. I hope not too many of the albums have this. but it's from when it's been put in that box. Gutted. But we'll still try it. It's perfect apart from that. But then it only takes the one thing. Interesting. So was the Brum. Yes, this is exactly it. I was hoping John might be on. Yes. Did everybody take the opportunity to go to the loo when I went to the loo? Some have got in the way. Yeah, lots of things have got in the way. Sales of the Brum expected. I think we understand what you're saying. Look at that lovely man. Surely this isn't worth nothing. Surely. If there is a God, then the very best of Christa Berg will be worth nothing. Christa Berg, spark to a flame. I'm sorry if I offend any Christa Berg fans out there. But let's see. It'd be great if it was worth hundreds, but so yeah, it's not worth anything. 3 or 4 quid. I'll stick $4.99 on it and see how it goes. I don't want it in my collection, I know that. Okay. Here's a classic 80s. There's something wrong in paradise. Kid Creole and his coconuts. Yeah, not very much. UK. Because, I mean, who does want a vinyl copy of Kid Creole and the Coconuts? Perhaps someone's going to sample it soon and it'll go through the roof. But not at the moment. Yeah, hardly worth putting on, really. But for the process, we will we'll stick it up for $3.99 plus postage and just see what happens. Okay. Purple Rain, Prince. Neil picked up an unexpected record player in a box of cameras, which at first glance looked like an old folding camera. Record players would be fairly big, but there you go. Turned out to be a working Thorens Excelder. Fantastic. I don't know what that is, but it sounds marvellous. Right, Prince. I knew a girl named Nikki. Purple Rain vinyl LP. Sign your name on a dotted line. Right. Solds. Surely it's got to be worth something. No horrible rips on it. No. Yeah, that in excess. I'm a bit gutted that got ripped. It would have been all right if, like, some of the crap ones had got the rips in, like the Kashmir. I'll dig out the Kashmir album. Right, item location, condition, used, buy nows, and we're looking at around original vinyl LP for 16. Original vinyl LP, mint to near mint, 27. It's It's nint to mint. It's definitely mint to near mint. I'll stick $24.99 on it with the postage and see how we do. Ooh, lovely. It's a wind up. Oh, that is nice. Just to find it in amongst the box. $24.99. So I'm glad I'm getting all my prices. One thing I will have to get my head around is the descriptions. All this mint, near mint, EXC, blah, blah, blah. Well, let's find Kashmir. Oh, there's another classic album. Where's Kashmir gone? I just want to show you Kashmir. It's got 12-inch, 12-inch. Okay, got some. It'd be good if we could get through all of these. I don't know if we will. I'm probably not being as efficient as I could be. Shalimar album in there. Gonna make this a night to remember. Oh, Jeffrey Daniel. Oh, there's a classic. Grace Jones. Alison Moyet. A couple of Grace Jones albums. I can't find Kashmir. I know you're in here. There he is. Fourth from the back. You stick some of them back in the box. With that, no, I don't want to actually. I don't want to. This looks like a poor man's Aswad. So yeah. Just imagine if it's worth a fortune. Kashmir. I think this is an LP as well. It's very thin. Perhaps the people who are in Kashmir will buy it. Has anybody heard of Kashmir? $22.99? What? Okay. Someone's trying to get, not a sold. Solds. £5.43. Oh, well, it's more than I thought, actually. Oh, no, Kashmir. They've had a few albums. Looks like this guy left because there seems to be just two of them a little bit later on. No, never heard of them. Perhaps I'm showing my ignorance. I'll stick it up for a tenner and see what it does. So someone's trying $22.99. I'll do a sell similar and stick it on for a tenner. You know, someone might go, oh, I can see one for $22.99. I can see someone one for a tenner. I'll do the one for a tenner. Maybe not. I'll save that for later. It won't sell. Ever the pessimist. Misha Paris. Not someone I've really ever listened to, but I'm sure it is very good. So good LP vinyl. Excellent condition. "13 people watching. Thank you for watching, everyone. Hi, Sloth. How you doing? Good to see you. Hope you're well. You're cracking on with this week's. Where did you source this week? Were you down at Ford? Down in the madness of Ford again? Right. Sold on this one. What's vinyl experts in? They're all ignoring me. Yeah, not much for this one. UK used bin 436, 597. These are all free posts as well. $12.99. Yeah, not going to sell for a lot really. We'll try $8.99 with the postage. See what it does. Why am I typing with one finger? One finger. Oh, I'll do it with two if you want. Okay. I have no idea. How much did I say for this? Right, yeah. Here we go. 8.99. I do know how to type actually. If you look at your keyboard, you will see that the F and the J have a little should have a little raised bit on the buttons. Does anyone ever notice this? And that's because that's where you should place your index fingers. And then you should just go from there. So there's a little bit of knowledge bomb for you all. Everybody look at your keyboard. You're probably all on your phones. But that is why if you're on a keyboard on an old school desktop PC and you have a keyboard in front of you, that's why those little raised bits of plastic are there, because that's where you put your index fingers if you're typing properly. I type with my feet. I peel bananas with my feet. That's what I do. Yeah. Right, we'll save that for later. This looks like a crack. Look at that. Just like such an iconic cover. Side 1, My Jamaican Guy. Nipple to the bottle, the apple stretching. Side 2, Everybody Hold Still, Cry Now, Laugh Later. Inspiration, Unlimited Capacity for Love. I've never heard for any of those. There is another Grace Jones album in here, which we will get to. I guess that has got Slaves to the Rhythm on it. But let's see how much this one's worth. Grace Jones, what a classic. She did, the last time I saw Grace Jones, didn't she do like the Queen's birthday gig concert? And she just was performing whilst hula hooping. Brilliant. Well, it could be for that as well, but it is. It's where you're supposed to put your index fingers. So there you go. You might be right. Someone could Google it. Actually, I mean, this is information that has been passed on to me down the generation from my mum. Told me this, so it's not from Google. It's like that's why those bumps are there. Right, £89. This is looking like it might be a little gem, but it might not be. A bit more further. I'm only in what people are asking. Well, you'd probably get the auto narrate on, you know. The what is it you type for all the letters? The quick brown fox jumps over the lazy dog. You know. Yes, she is. Yes, right up your street now. Okay, £7.80. So from thinking it might be brilliant to not so much. So for a VG Plus, it's £7.80, but for an EX, which I imagine this is, it's £26. So I'm really going to have to look into like what is EX, what is VG Plus, VG Plus Plus. I'm going to go for as a Japanese promo, which is more money, £26 free post. I'm doing all of these with postage, so and it's £3.99 postage. £21.99, or do I go? £21.99. Dipping my toe in a price that has already sold, similarly sold at. Yeah. Okay. There's another nice one. Faith, George Michael. Liz is a big George Michael fan. I was a whammy up to the Bad Boy era. As soon as they released Wake Up Before You Go Go, I lost interest. Got into Public Enemy. Okay. Well, nice little inlay. Lovely. Faith by George Michael. Vinyl LP. Hope you're enjoying this. I know it's a bit kind of samey, but you know, hopefully it's something that will bring back a few memories. Some of these albums. Trying to get on the case with YouTube at the moment and do some stuff that people will watch. Oh dear, oh dear. Like I say, my last... I was at the boot fair yesterday, and loads of people say, "No, I saw your video, watched it." I was going, "Could you please put a comment?" I'm begging you. And they said they would. So, yeah. £44 with inserts. Nice. That's what people are asking. But yeah, we have to get shifty on the old YouTube, make it kind of feel like it's worthwhile. First press, 1987, 46001. I don't know what all that means. Well, this is 4600001. And that went for $44.99. Could I get $44.99? It is first press. It is excellent condition. Let's put some more UK only. Used. Buy it now. I'm going to go for 44, but look at that. Originally, £7.49 from HMV. I'm going to try and get $39.99 with postage on it. Yes, I am. Near Mint EX Plus. That pretty much goes to, if that sells for that. I never grade the records. Oh, thanks, Di. If they look okay, I put vinyl is in good condition somewhere to the sleeve. See pictures for full details. How many have you sold, if you don't mind me asking? I may well do that. I will look at. I'm going to look at Brum's listings. I think that's a pretty sensible thing to do, seeing as he sells records all the time. I've never spoken to Brum. I mean, I've you know, he's been probably about as long as I have, about 10 years, doing YouTube and probably reselling. And he's always been, probably for about 8 years. I was thinking, I wish I should just drop John a line, but I'm a bit of a recluse as well. That's probably why I didn't go to the eBay shindig. I am a bit of a kind of recluse when it comes to things like meeting other resellers. Hugh Lewis and the News, Hip to Be Square, and all of that jazz. So, Huey Lewis and the News, this quiz question. Huey Lewis and the News released The Power of Love. Can you name two other artists, and I've probably given you the most difficult one, but who released a single of the same name in the same year, about the same time? Probably one will be really easy, and one might. Oh, the other one got to number one. So, yes, first person to get it wins. No, it doesn't win anything. Probably sold around 50. Oh, 70 Laserdiscs. Yeah, I have sold Laserdiscs actually, and again, they're always. You kind of think this will be worth a lot of money, and a lot of it isn't. Some of it maybe. I had Jurassic Park on Laserdisc. Didn't sell for that much, really. But I'm sure if you had... I think I had a Star Wars as well. But it was some sort of... I think that sold for a fair bit. Yes, correct. What was the other one? No Googling here. I could sing it for you. Because I am your lady. Anybody? You are my man. Anybody? Whenever you reach for me. No one's getting it. I'm going to do all that I can. We're hating for something. No one's got it. Not surprising, really. It was, I'm going to let you know, in 5, 4, 3, it's only 15 watching, 2, 1. It was Jennifer Rush. And the follow-up was called Ring of Ice, I think. So there you go. Another bit of a knowledge bomb. You're probably all thinking, I didn't need that on a Monday morning. Power of Love, yes, indeed. That was the name of the song. Expectations low. Yeah, always over-deliver. Yeah, quite right. You're quite right. Race is worth diddly squat. This is a £5. £6.50. With inner bag. What's an inner bag? I'm going down the rabbit hole of looking at a listing. Inner bag? It's the inner sleeve. It's the inner bag. What do you call it an inner bag for? Okay, $5.99 on that one. Showed a bit more George Michael. I know there is a George Michael 12-inch in there. Sounds a bit rude. So let's have a look at that one. Alison Moyet. This is the other Grace Jones. Oh, God, let's have a look at this one. These Grace Jones covers are great. That is bound to have Slave to the Rhythm on it. It hasn't. Walking in the Rain. Pull up to the bumper. Pull up to the bumper, baby. Doobie doop doop doo. Lovely job. Right, let's have a look at that one. It should be worth money. It's a classic. Nightclubbing vinyl LP. Hello. Someone's trying to get 40 quid for it. Someone's trying to get 30 quid for it. What has someone sold it for? Give me the £10.78. Building up my hopes. Item location, UK. Condition used. Such a pain in the arse doing this. Buy nows. £32. A1B1 album. I think that is the record company, possibly. $32 playtest. It's got play tested. VG Plus. $27.99 for me. Giving that a go at that. Probably got about 20 more. How are we doing for time? But an hour and a half. This has flown by for me. Probably dragged on like nobody's business for everyone else. Hope you're enjoying it. Do let me know what you're up to today and this week. Right, where was that? Oh, there's the George Michael. It is. I think it's his first single, Careless Whisper. I think that was his first single. Pretty sure. Extended mix. Oh, I've got a load of Wham 12 inches, but like they would be played to death. Wham rap. I've got Jive Talking by Boogie Box High, which was George Michael under a pseudonym. I've got that. And that was a Bee Gees song. Jive Talking. But they're all in my old scratched up collection. 12-inch vinyl. Yeah, $11.98. Someone's trying to get £14. Yeah. $11.98. Oh, there's different versions of this as well. $13.94, £3 postage on it. Okay, let's try $11.99 with £4 postage. In a bag. That's right, Neil. I'm sure you would have got the answer. If anybody has got any quiz questions that can keep us all amused, stick them in the chat. Neil will probably have some young ones quiz. What were the names of the two devils in the young ones? The two little devils. Neil will get that like that. I think. I know. I think I've asked that before on this on this channel. Have we got a video? This won't be worth very much money. All the greatest. Vinyl LP. Oh, £16 someone's trying to get. Let's go to Reality World. £11.28 from Germany. From Deutschland, they put a double LP. This is not a double LP. Okay. So let's change it to UK only. This is going to cut it down. No, $1.99. Very good condition. I'll stick it on for $5.99 and see what I'm going to start putting these over here. This looks quite interesting. There's a couple of Marvin Gayes in here. Sexual Healing's in here on the 12-inch. So that might be worth. This has got Sexual Healing on it. It's the LP, Midnight Love. Just before I think Sexual Healing was his last single before he died and released. I think Sexual Healing was around about 1982, 83, and I think he got shot by his dad in 1984. Around that time, anyway. Vinyl LP. What's Going On is a classic album. Again, yeah, not that much money on this one. £9.19. Yeah, bids £1.20. See, I mean, this doesn't sell. I don't mind having this at all. That's no problem at all. £9.19, £13.79 free post. We'll try for a tenner plus postage. Di is packing in and packing some vinyl. Quite like the idea of selling vinyl. Yeah, it's like anything. If you get into the swing of it, it's I'm sure it'd be great. And if it's something you're into. But again, there's a lot of rubbish out there, and I suppose it's a bit like gaming. It's like being able to find anything half decent. So one thing I've found with the clothes, even though it's difficult with clothes, but there's a lot more of it, and people are much more likely to sort of chuck away a £20 jacket or a £15 fleece than chuck away a George Michael album. The value is probably less apparent with clothing, and it's just throwaway, more of a throwaway vibe on clothing. How much did I say for that? £9.99 plus postage. I mean, gaming. It's like all gaming. I think people think if it's gaming, it's got to be worth a lot of money, where it isn't necessarily the case. I tried to buy like a Wii controller at the weekend, a blue motion control, untested, which was gunked up with battery acid, and the guy wanted a fiver for it, and he was a trader as well. So that was a no-no. Just because it's gaming, it doesn't mean I'm going to pay a fortune for it. Okay. We have any other kind of... Oh, this... I love this one. I used to love Shalimar. Just got Friends, got a Night to Remember. Jeffrey Daniel doing his robotic dancing. I Can Make You Feel Good. Is that I Can Make You Feel Good? I think it might be. I mean, that is just like... He was always the old guy, wasn't he? She was called Jodie someone. And Jeffrey Daniel. Look at that guitar. Did he play guitar? I don't know. It was all about Jeffrey Daniel and his dancing. I think he was on Top of the Pops and it was just him dancing, from what I remember. God, it's not worth any money. It's just like crazy. How can it not be worth any money? It's such a good album. Gatefold, £3.82. Oh my God, look at that. It's got the names: Jeffrey Daniel, Jodie Watley, that was it, and Howard Hewitt. No one knew Howard Hewitt. Howard Hughes. Gatefold within a sleeve. Has it got the inner bag? Yes, it has. $3.99. It's not going on for that. It's going on for $5.99. I'm stubborn. But it's going on for $5.99. I'll keep it. I do have a minimum price of around about £6. A bit of Phil Collins here. What else we got? Belinda Carlisle, George Benson, Bangles. One, my dad loves Dire Straits. Brothers in Arms. Local Hero, Knopfler, really. Excellent condition. Dire Straits. Brothers in Arms. Vinyl. I'll stick LP on it. Someone's trying to get £18, and the solds are at, in the UK, with a used condition, and buy it now. The solds are at £18. £13 plus £2.70 delivery. $18.95. So that says to me $14.99 plus £4 postage. Another good one. Anything between 15 and 20, I'm, over the moon, Brian, with that. The £3 ones, I knew there would be like the £3 ones, but like I say, I only needed like 3 or 4 that are like in the 15 to £20 mark, and I've made my money back. Okay. Can we get them all done? Do you mind if I do them all? What is the time? It's 11:30. Well, I normally do 11 till 12. Alf the alien life form. I was once told I looked like the puppet Alf, the alien life form. I can see it. I've been told I look like Alf the alien life form and Danny Kendall from Grange Hill. I can see all of these. Rigsby's another one. My God, Miss Jones. Yeah. I mean, I don't cry myself to sleep when people say these sort of things. Honest. At least I don't look like Alison Moy, eh? I mean, that would be a bit strange, wouldn't it? We should do a reseller looky-likey. So, yeah. Who does Nick Hills look like as a lookalike, and who does Carla look like? Carla Jenkins, and who does Jamie Dodger look like? Who does Bold Finds look like? Bold Finds. He must look like someone. I can't think who it is. He's like those glasses are such a strong image. Suggestions in the chat, please. Who does Ricky Resells look like? This is a cheapo. Oh, no, that's a bit harsh. Who is it who looks like Shrek? Wayne Rooney. You should say you look like Wayne Rooney, because Wayne Rooney's supposed to look like Shrek. No, you don't look like Shrek. No, I'm not having that. Well, it's good to be able to laugh at yourself. Peter Ray, he must look like someone. He must look like someone. I can't think of this. Peter Ray looks a bit like... Oh, I don't know his name. He's one. Who's the guy in the Carry-Ons? Who? Jim Dale? Is it Jim Dale? I think it might be Jim Dale. Looks a bit like Jim Dale. Like, totally random one that is. $6.99. Someone is trying to get, and there's loads of them on there, and no one's buying them. So you don't look good. Vinyl mint, £10.77 though. Vinyl mint, $6.99. Safely. Allardyce. I suppose I should be careful saying this. I'm probably bound to offend someone. You have to sort of big people up and say they look like someone who's wonderful looking. Okay. There's that sexual healing. But before we do that, we'll do this. Especially for you. This might surprise me. I mean, would never be part of my record collection. I met Pete Waterman. He did the I worked at Eshore. Calm down, dear. Michael Winham was always around and about, poking his nose in. But when Eshore also owned Sheila's Wheels, if you remember them, it was three ladies dressed in pink selling insurance to women. And Peter Waterman was there because I think he helped write the jingle for the Sheila's Wheels ad. I do have a Sheila's Wheels mouse mat somewhere. I also have a Eshore mouse stress ball. So yeah, they were based in Reigate. I worked there after I worked for Canon. So yeah, didn't like it very. It was all right job, but didn't like it very much. Boss was an arsehole. Usual stuff. £4.56. Have any sold 7-inch, 12-inch vinyl is what we're looking for. Come on, Jason and Kylie fans. I can't see any sold. Oh no, there we go. Why is it coming right at the bottom of the oh, because it's in Germany. Yeah, not getting much on this one. Oh, I've stuck deals and savings instead of sold listings. My filter's up the Swanee. Oh, here we go. 5. Yeah, it's £4 or £5. Nothing amazing. There's a load on 7-inch. Where's all the 12-inch ones? There are no 12-inch vinyls. I find that. Oh, there's one for £4.36. We'll try a fiver. We will give that a go. Marvin Gaye Sexual Healing Club Mix. Don't think this is going to be huge. I mean, possibly the original 12-inch, but the club mix, I'll be surprised if it's worth it. Well, someone's trying to get $14.99 for it. Yeah, there's a lot of people trying to get $49. Someone's trying to get £18 plus postage. So we've got any solds? Not really. £3, blah 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 blah. What's the highest sold? My search is too much because it's not. It's you know when it comes back with zero listings found, but then you kind of open your search up a bit. There's loads on there. I'll try a tenner on that. That might be a little bit optimistic. I'll be putting these on, hopefully, this week. I'm just searching prices here just to get them all priced. I need to make sure I've got all my packing. But later on, I'll be going, hopefully listing 5 to 10 items of like my items to go on. Because I can see these taking maybe a few days to get them right. But at least like stage 1 is done. Pointer Sisters Breakout. I don't think that'll be worth much. I think we're looking at a £5 for that one. Breakout. Sold. Yeah, hardly anything on this one. Probably stick a £5 on it and see what happens. What's this? Cassette tape. I'm so excited to jump into it. Someone sold one for £7.11. It's got the inner sleeve. We'll try £6.99 on that. Whizzing through now. I want to get the rest done. I think I picked out all the interesting ones. There's a few left which might be of interest to you if you are into Elton John. 2 Low for Zero. Little nick on the cover, just tiny. Right, let's focus now. Let's get the rest done. God, I'm going to do a 2-hour stream. This is unheard of. Right, solds. UK used. Be great to, like I said, I think there was about 50 in here. Buy it now. Yeah, it's not pop LP vinyl. £5.49 offer. I'd stick it on for £5 and see what it does with the postage. Put that one back very carefully. Save that for later. Suddenly, oh, it's got Caribbean Queen. Are we living the same dream? Is that what it's called? Billy Ocean. This will be a £5 tops. Suddenly LP vinyl. So as you can see, like some classics, and someone's trying to get £14.99 for it. In the world of the solds, it is 73p. UK only, used condition. Buy it now. £3.29. So £5.42, £4, £26.68. 40th anniversary blue vinyl. This is not blue vinyl. No. And we'll try a £5 on it and see what it does. I mean, it'll be... I think I'll try it for a £5 for a couple of months, and then I'll probably just sort of try and sell stuff in bulk. I don't really want to be doing with selling it for like £3 plus post. All of these will have £4.99 postage on. Lionel. Can't slow down. I can't slow down. I want to get this done. I'm like 95% of the way through, and I would like to get them done on stream. Even though, like I say, it's a bit samey for you watching it, but I hope you're enjoying it. Do click the thumbs up if you're enjoying it. Click the thumbs down if you're not. I'll take any interaction that's going. I'm going to tickle that eBay YouTube algorithm with all I can muster from my 15 watchers. Right, yes, it's a $3.99. It's a $5.99. Sorry, $4.99. What I'm talking about. Try and get it gone for a £5. See what it does. I'll spend a lot of time thinking about it. Barbara Streisand. This is an album that I'm sure everybody. It always seemed to be that everybody had this album, didn't they? In the sort of, if I think of 70s, early 80s, didn't sort of everyone have certain albums? Uncles, aunts, blah blah blah. I mean, I don't think my mum and dad had it, but you know, it just seems that cover seems like so familiar. $12.92 in the land of people trying to get a price. Sold £2.99. $12.95 brand new. What do you mean brand new? It's a CD. Sticking vinyl in there. £4.38, £3.99, £5, £6.99 free delivery. Okay. Let's try it for a £5. Yeah, it's a little bit. I don't like selling things for less than. I like selling things for £20 to £30, obviously, or £240, or £2,000. But seeing as it is a new little, this is a niche which hopefully shouldn't take me too long to pack this. I don't mind maybe just sticking my neck out and going, okay, a £5. How people sell things for like 99p on eBay. Someone's going to search my store now and go, you've got this for 99p. But yeah, I can't quite get that, really. That really doesn't seem the effort, like it's worth the effort. Alana Miles. Black Velvet. Oh, I think I know that song. Is it a Black Velvet? Do 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 do. Black Velvet. Do. That one. The name does not ring a bell though. Alana. I'll put Alana Velvet. Alana Miles. Right, my energy's going. Come on, keep it going. I need another cup of tea. Yeah. £3.67. Try it for a £5. Buy it now. It's 48 on Buy It Now. £3.67 Music Magpie. £7.58. Very good condition LP. Oh, okay, maybe I'm underselling it. We'll try £6.99. We have 6 more to do. Amy Stewart and friends. Let me know if you're still out there. It's gone very quiet in the chat. I know there's only 15 of you, and you're all probably getting on. Someone's trying to get $11.99. Someone has got £3.99 free post, 99p. £5.42 on that. We'll try for a fiver. Thank you, Rosie. I always worry I bore people to death. I need a camera looking into everyone who's watching me. If there's a sort of skeleton there covered in cobwebs, I'll go, oh, I've done it. I've finally done it. I've been droning on about reselling for 8 years, and they finally kicked the bucket. This is a weird one. It's only the Daz band and Let It All Blow. This is probably the first one where I have absolutely no idea what the hell this is. Does it mean it's worth Motown Disco? An absolute Daz band, Let It All Blow, vinyl. Oh, there it is, £16.65. Someone's trying to get Let It All Blow extended version. Have we got any solds? Yes, we do. £10. £19.95. Well, blow me down with a feather. Stick it on for 15 quid. Thank you, thank you. You are still alive. Well, I'll take your hats off to all of you who are still working. That's a good thing to do. I'm just in the background, which is where I should. It's what I do with streams, actually. I put them on, and I can put them on, be listening to them, and then think if I've got some photographing to do, I'm like out of the room for 10 minutes. Snappy, snappy, snappy. Sometimes, sometimes I'll take my phone, but I tend generally just to keep it running, and I can dip in and out. That's the beauty of it. Let's try $14.99 with postage on that one. On to the final 4. Phil Collins. You Can Hear Love. He was huge. One More Night's on here. Yeah, not quite sure why he was huge, but he was. Not in stature, but in record sales and acting. He was in quite a lot of films. Give me Peter Gabriel any day of the week. But there we go. No Jacket Required from Phil Collins. Number ones and God knows what. Okay, someone's trying to get £9.35. I don't think this is between 5 and 10, surely, on the solds. Coming up 288, 132, and the bins are 87. £9.70. What's the inner sleeve? What's the inner bag like? Oh, that's 2 albums. Someone says sold for £9.70. Face value and No Jacket Required. So No Jacket Required. $7.99. Three more. Linda Carlisle. Leave a Light On. Anything I recognise here? No. She was lead singer of the Go-Go's, wasn't she? I think. Did she do Heaven Is a Place on Earth and all of that? Yeah, Go-Go. Didn't they do Vacation? Was that their single? So, yeah. I wouldn't be close to buying a Belinda Carlisle vinyl, but hopefully someone will. Runaway Is that horses or houses? It's horses. Runaway houses. Okay. Sold vinyl. Come on, keep going. £39.18. That can't be right. Surely she's not that sought after. Used and bins. £9.99. Nice inner bag in there. Like a good inner bag. £5.43. Yeah, go. She was a lead single. £12.91. First press, UK, very good condition. Okay, we'll try £11.99. That surprised me. I didn't think it would be up that sort of price, but it is. Of course, whether it sells or not is a different story, but we will hopefully find that out. Hopefully look at a bit of interest. I review my prices every month. So every day I go in, sort everything by end date, see what is ending in the next 24 hours, end it, and then what I should do every day is review those items. Should be around about sort of like 15 items on there that are ending every day. My store is 500. So that would make sense, wouldn't it? 30 days of 15 items, cover the whole store practically. So 15 to 20 items I will review, and I will look at how many watches, how many views. It seems like you could go into it and see impressions and all of that jazz. But and generally, if it's got no watches, no views, it will be reduced by 10%, or if I've had it a long time, it might be reduced by a little bit more. If it has had 2 or 3 watches on it, I'm kind of thinking people are interested here. And I might keep the price the same. I might just reduce the price by £1 or 2 or by 5%. So it is very much a feel thing for that monthly routine of reviewing prices. George Benson collection. This looks like a double album, but I've no idea on whether it's sought after. I'm guessing not. I'm thinking between 5 and 10. Someone's trying to get £6.99, and the sold are so with this stuff. I'm sort of well aware that some of it is a bit kind of like that's never going to sell, or have we done the cashmere? I think we have done the cashmere one. Or just won't get a good price. But like I say, if I can get there's about 50 records in here. If I could sell 10 of them at like a decent price, I'm in the money and got the experience as well, which is I've got a list of I've got to go and list some clothes, and I've got to go and list a ZX Spectrum. So I'm getting back a bit more into things I'm comfortable with. One sold for £10.77 here. LP plus 12-page booklet. Have we got a 12-page booklet in here? Well, we've got some. What is this? This looks like a booklet, but it doesn't look like it's 12 pages. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think they've counted a page and have gone either side. Are these pages numbered? No. Let me have a quick look at that one. The 12-page booklet. Is it this? Yes, it is. Okay. I will be putting plus booklet. To me, well, I suppose a page in a book is like you do count either side. But I'll just put booklet. And I'll put it up for £9.99. One more to do. Can you guess who the last one Who is the artiste? We could do 10 questions on the chat. I'm just trying to get the interaction here. You know, you could say, is it a female group? Is it a male group? It's from the 80s, I'll tell you that. Are they American or British? You're never going to ask me, so I will just say that it is an all-female four-piece from the US who had a number one. I've got one more clue, but I won't say it yet because it's obvious. The lead singer was a cracker. Any guesses? $9.99 for the George Benson. I'm going to sit here until people guess. You will interact with my live stream chat. What else can I? This has got a song on it which was used in a film, I think, but it hasn't got their songs, big hits that you would know. It is. No one guessed. Gutted. It's the Bangles. As we go past the 2-hour mark, people have fallen asleep. But this is an album called Everything. Very disappointed it hasn't got Manic Monday on it, but that must have been the previous album. Yeah, not worth very much money, I don't think. Bangles, Everything, vinyl. Sold. With inner and poster. I see no poster. No poster for me. No soup for you. No poster for me there. There's a sealed one on there, which is a bit crazy. $4.99. Want to buy it now. $8.99. Free delivery. $6.79. £2.96. It's $4.99 plus postage. $4.99 plus postage. Oh. Now that is the last one of the 80s. There were. I'll just show you a couple of more things, and then I'm off to get another cup of tea. Oh, can't walk. When I bought them and I picked that up, he did plonk on these as well, and these are. I've got no idea about these. It's the 12 Stone Toddler, and it's a recent release. So there are. Oh, they're all the same. I didn't realise that. So it's does it scare you? These are all sealed. It's a picture disc, and I thought it was two separate different LPs or 12 inches, but that's the back cover. So this is the sort of thing you'd see in a record shop now, and it would cost like a ridiculous price, I guess. But 12 Stone Toddler, sticker says 12 Stone Toddler albums, Does It Scare You and Scheming. First time on vinyl, limited edition picture disc. Oh, there are two in there. There are two records in there. So this is new and sealed. I mean, I've never heard of it. So, and the fact that I've got four of them from some bloke in a van at a boot fair makes me think it wasn't successful. Well, let's have a look. I mean, I've got 4 of them. If I can go for a £5 each, 20 quid. If I can wipe my nose on it, if figuratively, I'll be happy with it. Does it scare you? You know, if I can make money on anything, I'm happy. But has anyone ever sold? Yes, someone sold. Someone sold one for £7.95. Vinyl, exactly the same. Double LP, new, £7.95. Free post. I'm stick up for a £5 with post. So that's like £1 more. 5 plus 4. I've got 4 of them. Nice little multi-listing. It's the ideal Christmas gift for the one you love. Come on, watchers. Come and buy a copy of the 12 Stone Toddler. That is me done for the day. I've done myself in there. I hope you all enjoyed that. It was a little bit more real focused in on vinyl, not a variety of listing. Normally we have some sort of variety of listing, even though it all has been a bit clothes related lately. I normally have some sort of spectrum. Yes, I'm hoping to put together a back from the boot fair video where I'll probably be re-showing that box of vinyl, but the other bits and bobs that I got along at Hook Road on Sunday. Peter Ray wasn't there, so we're all taking advantages, getting all the Chelsea programs and the jugs, the German beer drinking jugs and the ties. We're all over it. No, I left them, Pete. I left them for you next week. I will see you for the next one. Have a great week, everyone. Hope your sourcing is great and your sales are even greater. Keep busy with the working and have a great time. See you later.